I continue to poorly adjust to the change in schedule. We got 50 minutes. I got less than an hour. Welcome to Still Plays. This is Grand Arena, the penultimate match of Season 81. Last round was a loss. That could have been a win. This came down to banners, and I did a dumb thing. I could have just done a standard, easier counter up against what was it? This Tarkin team here. I was doing a little bit of testing. I was trying out some things that were less safe. If I just did a safe counter, we beat it in one. Like I could have just used Melgus and we win this match. Because we did get holds. Same amount of holds with Cassian here. So technically, based on holds, because he one-shot everything else, I one-shot everything else of his. Based on holds, I lose on banners. But if I didn't get into a situation where we were doing that, which was wholly avoidable, this could have been a win. Today's opponent is ER Skate, 14.7 million GP, fewer Zetas at 432, fewer Amis by 21 at 71 to my 92, GLs 10. More relics, but everybody does. Tier total at 2036 is in the lower zone. I am second lowest. Distribution is kind of all over. We're relatively even. Mods at 968, good averages at 27.5 and 20.6. When we look at these counts, we're pretty even on 25 plus. I've got a big advantage on 20 plus and the 15 plus. So I do have stronger mods. Datacrons, good participation. Looking at the individual modding on the GLs, they look to be modded very well. Then these other characters, we got a slower looking Melgus, double Ami, got a slower Starkiller, triple Ami. We got single on Afra, double Swallow, very slow, I mean, it's fine. Tripled Inquisitor, we got a 300 speed Crux we'll be looking out for, triple Malicos, triples on Baudelaire, double Bane, single on Jar Jar, Cadme, double Luthen, nothing on Jocasta. Then we got a tripled up Exile Dre, double Bane. Pretty inconsistent and possibly even weak when looking at the depth of his roster. And then the rest of this is whatever. I don't even know why we look at it anymore. We're taking a look at the quality. Now, what I'm hoping, we'll talk about it in a minute. We don't need to get a little distracted yet. Let's see here. Speed, we are looking for Crex. Where, there he is. So 40s, Scout Trooper. Okay. It puts him around 55, 56, depending on what that dash... Actually, we can very quickly see what that dash is. That dash was 299. So Crex is his final 300 speed character, puts him at 55 characters. And I'm like around 70, so we have a big advantage there. There are some weaknesses to his roster. Now, what I'm hoping when I click on this, because I did look at the start of Grand Arena, I haven't seen since the morning, he did a minimum battle and quit. We had a whole, he did a little bit more. He came back, because last night, all he had done was he attacked Jabba, he took out Bosch in his first attempt, and he stopped there. Now down below, those are one-shots. And we have a back territory where he took out Cass. So, as long as he doesn't come back, we can win this. We can clear 2 territories in the amount of time that we have left. Alright, what are we facing? We've got Rey, Gas, Cadme. We've got Inquisitors and Palpatine. Then in the lower territory, we are looking at Mace, Hondo, Lord Vader. We got Ahsoka, and we have Jabba. Most of this should be fine. Let's start here. Because there's things I might want to try. I kind of stumbled into... I mean, not even stumbled. Like, there's standard counters that I don't do. Because I am comfortable in my own patterns. But I stumbled into a different counter to Ahsoka than I normally do. That worked quite well last round. I actually think gave me a better result, which I might repeat. And it's common. Like, it's just out of my normal patterns. We'll talk more about it. I think we're just gonna do dark side, and I want this turn meter one. Let's go full screen. Whoa, we almost made a mistake. Almost made a mistake. Because I was looking at Jabba, I wanted to do Jabba, and then I remembered that I decided we were going to do this one to start. Because this is just more straightforward. Double tank. Qui-Gold. Feels weird. Alright, how's audio levels looking good? Alright. Let's... Oh, why did I do that? We had 5 stacks. I'm not sharp today. I don't like it. We're already doing dumb stuff. Doing unnecessary things. Blow them up. There we go. Like, the sloppiness we've so far exhibited has not caused any problems, but it's a bad sign for things to come. Alright, we can do this. Silo... It's difficult to try and like talk about Silo without saying too much about it, because everybody's coming at this stuff at different moments. The start of this season I've been talking about has been not as good for me as the previous seasons. Love the past seasons 1 and 2. And I think my issue is what has happened with the start of season 3 is we are now in different positions of knowledge with our main character. Whereas before we were always figuring out things at the same moments. Like that first season with this great like film noir. We can't talk right now. We got to keep going. We can talk while we fight. We don't have enough time for chatting. We've been refining our play on this, and I think we got it to a consistent point. We are going to bring out the droid. Normally I like to do the siphoning first. I don't really think it makes a difference. In this battle, I do think it makes a difference. Being able to cycle through that cooldown a little bit faster. Whereas normally this is the key part. You have to basic here. Normally I would like to... to increase the potency faster by using the draining ability, the siphoning ability. Because that just supercharges the damage a little bit faster. The big part was IG-90, we didn't want to use the special because we don't want to mark Chrysanthemum. Because if we mark Chrysanthemum, we can't target Bosch when the taunt comes off. I'm gonna go this route. Alright, basicing. I feel like this taunt should be off by now. Normally the taunt's off. This is problematic. Alright, we're gonna heal up. Now we're shredding. Our damage is increased, but usually we have Bosch gone by now. So this has troubling moments where we might get devoured. Because we're still stuck and we have no way to manage this. Yeah. If Rancor comes now. Alright, bring him back. Alright, it's over. Maybe we can still have enough damage to take out Bosch, or no. I still like to do this. I think what happened here is we were dealing with a much slower Bosch. Or not Bosch, Chrysanthemum. Much slower Chrysanthemum. And now we don't have the damage output we need to handle taking out Bosch. We're gonna... Let me get there. Can we finish her off? There we go. And then now we're looking at a cleanup. What's going on with the support allies recover protection? That wasn't impacting the taunting. Yeah, we'll just let this play out. We'll get devoured soon enough. Yeah, so Juliet is figuring things out in Season 1 of Silo. We as the audience are figuring things out at the same time. That's also going on in Season 2. We're all exploring this mystery together. And then what happens at Season 3 is they reset things with her. She no longer remembers things. And now we are no longer in line. We as the audience know more than she does, and what she's trying to figure out, we already know. So it's not interesting from a dramatic standpoint to be watching any of that, because now we're not making progress on the story. We've done, like, it's almost like a sitcom TV, like, reset to the story, bring the characters back to one so that they can go through the same motions. And that was a bad way to start Season 3. Now, though, after this last episode, we're figuring out things together, which is better and more promising. Alright, he's playing. We got to go faster. We're going to go to the upper territory. I am going to make the change that I did last round. And we got to lock in. So what I did last round is I unintentionally took Stranger up against Ahsoka, and it worked out great. Normally I would do Stranger up against Rey. He's got enough of a head start though, and he's actively playing where we just may not have the time to do what we need to do. We'll swap here. We're gonna charge. Okay. Stun Barris now. Trigger. We get our trigger. Move over to Swallow. Get a shock. Through the protection. We can do a nice swipe. And we trigger. We can throw our attacks now over at Rey. Well, no, we can go for Barris. Let's take Barris out. She's taking a lot of... I'm gonna do this. I just feel like the timing, this is gonna work out better. Can you take your turn? Alright. Yeah, she's gone. That's not awesome. We will control Swallow. I'm scared. I'm gonna do it like this. Okay. That was the hard part. This will be a Hondo confirm. Ugnaught confirm. This is the type of thing I should have a preset for. Looking good. We will get captive on Vader. Call the assists onto Ugnaught, so we get all those nice assists. Great. Alright, that eliminates Palpatine. Captive is gone from Vader, so we're going to move our attacks over to Vader. We've become quite evasive. Okay, Vader 1, Vader 2, and Marjade. And here we go. And in less than a minute, which is fantastic. That's what we need right now. We can do Bo-Katan here. Really hoping this guy wasn't going to come back, but okay. Because now we're much more in a scenario of we're probably not winning this match. Unless he somehow gets stuck. Which is possible. Okay. Bunch of nice big hits. Let's hit Grand Inquisitor. Awesome, that's one. Eliminate Grand Inquisitor. Get Torture off the board, the equalization. Give me my damage immunity. No! And we can't heal. Are you serious? Okay, she's gone. Let's keep him alive. That's two. What? I didn't think we were going to lose anybody. Cadme's probably a JMK situation. I'm just a little concerned that maybe we want to be using I'm a little concerned. A little bit concerned. Okay. We just don't have time to think about it. I'm just gambling that CG still hasn't fixed the... No, they have fixed the game. I already knew that happened. I don't know why I wanted to keep testing them. I just want... I wanted them to be wrong. Alright, where are we at? $95. Come on, man. Get there. Okay, trigger it. I'm going to put the damage immunity to make sure it's available. Let's just take out... Let's take out Cadme and just be done with those mechanics. Okay, shifting to Padawan Obi-Wan. We got 25 minutes left. Alright, I think we need to start charging the ultimate again. Yeah. Okay, we're just gonna try and rip through the Handmaiden while we are simultaneously charging the ultimate. Let's see what happens first. I'm probably gonna charge the ultimate first. Okay. Alright, healing immunity. Don't like how long. I think that's available. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do this because I want that healing immunity. I don't want you recovering. Come on. There we go. Alright. Well, that took a little bit of time, but it's okay. How do I beat gas? We haven't had to beat gas in a while. Am I feeling a little... I'm feeling some risks? What do we have here? We got... I can do it. I can do this. I just don't know how long this one takes. And I don't really know why I'm trying to reserve a team. Because we're not clearing... You know what? Let's not do this. We're not clearing the full board. So we're not actually saving anything by like holding back the Jedi. It's more important to be fast. I think this is going to be a classic match where, had I given myself 2 hours, we could have won this one. Probably. And that has been happening a lot this season. Alright, that gets us through the protection. Whoops, I did that wrong. Didn't think that AoE was going to take out 5s. That's not great. Alright. Minute and a half's not bad. Okay, what's going on with Fleet? He's in the middle of it. And what's going on down here? He's stopped. Okay. And what am I facing? Easy stuff. Alright. Profundity. Let's take off that. And at least my fleet, it should take him a lot of clock. I should be able to get through his fleet in significantly less clock. But I still have to clear a whole nother territory to even be close on teams cleared. I would really need fleet. I would really need him to fail in fleet to have a legitimate chance at winning this. But we can dream. Okay, and from here, we can auto. I would love... I don't know, I'd love a buff immunity or something. But he's taking too... I should have went after Raven's Claw. But sometimes things just go so quickly when you take out the B1. But usually I've got buff disruption has landed. Go after the one that matters, man. Yeah. So what happened in the last episode of Silo was Juliet has finally now caught up with the audience. Everything that she had forgotten, that she knew from the previous seasons, that we as the audience already know, she's now remembered. Which, okay, now the rest of the season, let's get on there. But that's kind of like a 4 or 5 episode kind of little interruption where you're like, is this really the best way to do things? Okay, no, I gotta set up my own. This is the one that could take some clock. So we got U, Rex, 5s, U. Oh, we're just bringing in a bunch of firepower. Okay. I'm going to put the target lock here because I want to be able to dispel. Even though if I put it elsewhere, we could have done a little bit more of the Valor. And I've gone back and forth on that, of what I think is more valuable. They're crushing me. That just crushed. Don't like it. Okay. We're gonna do this, but I really think maybe we should have attacked. They're taking so many turns. Okay, it's over. Alright, that's one thing. That was good. Okay, don't like it. Let's bring out Ahsoka. I feel like the buff dispel is what I want in this moment. Okay. Now we can do this. We can do our ultimate thing. And that will hopefully take out 5s. Perfect. Take out Ahsoka. We get Retribution. Awesome. We can now bring out Anakin. We do your AoE, we retribute. No, I don't get to retribute. Don't die. There we go. Alright, pretty good. He cleared it though. What are we facing? Malevolence? This is just Empire. Old school Empire. $14 minutes. If we can clear that top territory, I'm going to be really happy, but I just don't think there's enough clock. Going at Hyena. Drop the conflagration. Don't like any of that. It's heal up. Maybe we can last a tiny bit longer. Awesome, Hyena Bomber's gone. That is Spy, so we can get a buff immunity. Can mark him with this thing, can't stealth. That should do it. Just gotta take out the right Hyena. I believe it's not you, Hyena, Vulture. Alright. That was quick. We got our territories cleared. And so does he. Yeah. The most we can do is try and clear this. 12 minutes. Okay, we get a stun. We will dispel. Do this. Maybe I should, because that also triggers all the bleed. I just wanted an AoE attack. I should have put an effort into putting the fracture on Ezra. Alright, we gotta work on Ezra. Okay. Alright, what's auto? Where was I? Yeah, so Silo's gotten better. Last 2 episodes have been great. The first 3 episodes a little slow. But we're starting to figure things out a little bit. I'm fine with the flashback thing, even though it could be more interesting, I guess. Then Tracked over on the Discord, he suggested I watch Lucky. It was on my radar. I remember watching the trailer for it. It's on Apple, adapted from a book I've never heard of, and Loaded Cast, Anya Taylor-Joy. And it's just the perfect amount of like action, like revenge slop that is completely in my wheelhouse. So I've been enjoying that more or less. It's not good, but it is a fun watch. And I got plenty of room in me to watch junk like that. Okay. Can we do this a little faster? You are just tanking those hits. I do think we made the right call though. Like, I don't know if this goes well with Seabane, which was what I was referring to earlier as like my comfort counter to this, just because it's like more like historically what I've done, and it makes me feel better about going up against Ray. Like, had the Datacrons been different, I wouldn't have done this. Like if the Lumicron, for instance, was with Ray. Can we finish this off? This is so much clock. We got 8 minutes left. We're not clearing this territory. Alright, we can go here. We're gonna clear as much as we can. I'm hoping we can get decently far. Kind of depends on how quickly we do this. Had we beat Jabba in one, then yeah, like that, we're in a much better position. because then we'd only have to beat one more. We'd have the time to do it. What I really needed was for him to mess up in fleet. Wait, you were gonna do that nice bonus damage for me? He's gonna be so soft? Alright, we're working on ripping through Apo as quickly as we can. We do have ambush on Apo, which is great. I didn't even notice that I did that. Okay, we got some stuns. We're going to be ability blocked now. That should be Apo. Perfect. Now we work on CX2. We do have a lot of dots. Alright, we got 2, 3, 4. We got a stealth. Can I get an assist? No? There we go. So we got what we need. I'm gonna go for a stun. We have the ultimate next turn. What's my... We're doing it. We should have enough turns to... Oh, the days. Well, we got our ambush anyway. Alright, and we auto. Yeah, so Lucky's been fun. Decently made action. Crazy cast. Like, the cast is... Like, Anya Taylor-Joy, Annette Bening, classic that guy, Bill Fichtner, who I know from, like, Armageddon and Prison Break and other stuff like that. He's a great face guy. Cobb Vanth. Cobb Vanth is in it. Love Cobb Vanth. Never a bad time to see him. Forgetting at least somebody. Okay. Just eating a lot of clock. I don't remember what that other team was. If I had 30 more minutes, we could clear. Maybe not clear. I think I'd probably need 40 minutes to clear. Over 50, like 60% of these new Grand Arena battles I've done with like less than an hour. All right. Okay. We can see Bane. We can see you. Let's just do C. Maybe this. I don't think this will be fast enough. The reason we're doing this is because Bane we could bring in to do Java real quick if by some miracle this happens super fast, which I don't think is going to happen. Not fast enough. We might... Yeah, not fast enough. Let's auto. I'd love to clear this territory. It's like the only thing I want. It's the only thing I'm asking for. Okay. Get me there. There we go. Awesome. Minute and a half. Can we do it? Can we do it? You. Attacker. I don't know, I think maybe I picked the wrong team. Maybe this won't be fast enough. I don't think that's gonna be fast enough. Yeah. Yeah, had we beat this in one, we're clearing 3 territories. No, it's not going to happen. 10 more seconds. 10 more seconds and we do it. Not that we would have won, but still, it would have been a nice goal. Congrats to ER Skates. Let's see how he did on any of these. He's Cadme stands. He couldn't get the full clear, but he was playing with enough time to theoretically do it. No issues with fleet. Yeah, he had a clean run. And had we played with a full clock, I mean, it probably would have come down to banners, because we did drop one up against Jabba. Maybe we drop another. But we return soon with one more battle here. We have the start of Conquest, and I'm traveling a week from yesterday. Well, a week from Saturday. Last Saturday. So I'm saying this in the most convoluted way. I'm traveling in 6 days. But I still find a way to do these while I'm traveling. And with the shift in schedule, actually, I don't think it's going to overlap much with Grand Arena at all. I might even be able to do Grand Arena when I return. Yeah, got to think about it. Thank you for watching. BX and 2 trailer, everybody. This is Still Plays Galaxy of Heroes.